Then we're going to move
can we move to, I thought it was
What purpose, gentleman from New Jersey?
to page 130.
Mr. Holt, rise.
We go to page 131.
The gentleman from New Jersey, Mr. Holt's amendment is ready, ripe.
Yeah.
I do have an amendment.
The gentleman has an amendment. Clerk will read the amendment.
Amendment number 237, printed in the Congressional Record, offered by Mr. Holt of New Jersey.
The gentleman from New Jersey is recognized for 5 minutes on this amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have an amendment to eliminate the $1.5 billion in funding for the Iraqi Security Forces Fund. If we're going to be cutting Pell Grants and energy research and heating assistance for families here in the United States, we certainly should take a hard look at Pentagon spending as well. Would taxpayers want their dollars to go to pay for Iraqi police on the streets of Baghdad when we're cutting funding for police in Trenton, New Jersey, and other cities and towns across our nation? I want my colleagues to understand what the authors of H.R. 1 are proposing here today. It's about choices. My colleagues, I'm sure, could present a good justification for funding Iraq's security forces. I certainly want to see the people of Iraq living in peace and freedom, free from harm and either domestic or foreign harm. However, the government of Iraq has ample revenue from oil sales to pay for Iraq's security. In contrast, our country faces not only a budget deficit, but critical unmet domestic needs. And this legislation before us today makes many, many unwise cuts. H.R. 1 calls for spending $1.5 billion in taxpayers' money to pay for foreign police officers in Iraq, while simultaneously cutting $300 million for the highly successful COPS program here at home. The COPS program is vital. Our local police departments count on it to help them hire additional officers to combat crime in our communities and to provide true community policing. The contrast couldn't be more stark and absurd. Have American taxpayers foot the bill for police in Baghdad, but not for police in America. H.R. 1 showcases the misguided priorities of the new majority. What are they thinking? Mr. Chairman, I reserve the balance of my time.
Not reserve the balance of his time.
I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back the balance of time. Gentleman from New Jersey.
Mr. Chairman, I rise in opposition to my colleague from New Jersey's amendment.
For 5 minutes.
The Iraqi Security Forces Fund is required to enable the Iraqi security forces to reach minimum essential capabilities.